Good morning. Welcome back to the live show. This is Joe. We are Monday, September the 27th, 2021. Let's get everybody in. It is a new week. We are starting a new build this week. This one may take a little while longer because it's going to take a while for the paint to dry. I will show everybody as we start getting people in what's going on and what's happening. Good morning, everybody. Let me go ahead and say good morning and comments, and we'll get underway. There we go. All right, let's see what we get. What we got. Again, this is Joe from sunny South Florida and Plastic Addiction Anonymous and the Model Asylum. As you can see in the top of your screen, we are on 6 different platforms. I say this every time, so if anybody wants to find us on other platforms, on the bit right side, you're gonna see right side. Listen to that. So I moved that away to the side. Hopefully that shows it moved. Okay, there we go. I moved that off to the side for you guys. The bottom corner is going to be the last build we did, which was the 1927 vintage police car Model T from AMT, and we also combined the Tony Nancy from Revel Roadster kit to that. Good morning, Joseph. How are you this morning, sir? Glad you coming in here. I was just kind of running down what everything's on the screen. On the sides of the screen, you'll see the final build of the 27 Smash Up, and on the other side of the screen, you'll see the Lightning F150, which we might start today, or the 2006 AMT Camaro Concept we might start. I'm not quite so sure exactly which ones I want to do, but I do have them both painted to correlate what is in the screen. Here's my bumblebee looking job. And I like that blue so much on the 60s, I decided to do the 150 in it. So that it came out really nice and smooth, clean cut. We're ready to rock and roll here. All right. I'm not sure which one we're going to build. I figured I'd put them both out here and we discussed them both. I've already built one of these. There's also I'm doing okay. It's Monday. It's Monday. Of course, every Monday is a little rougher because you're getting over the weekend. I hope everybody on TMA liked their breakfast menu this morning. And I hope I didn't cause too much of a stir with my commenting at the bottom, but I did myself and another another admin did some searching through the groups. I went back 3 months. I don't know how far he went back. We didn't talk about how far he went back, but we could find nothing that our group could have done or any member in our group on our group. So this thing that's going on with the community standards is definitely not anything that was posted in our group. It was done by other members in another group. So, and I'm not going to try to search and find out who that is. I did notice some members were being pegged, as in I had to okay the post in some word. I don't know what the heck that means. If it means anything at all, it's just craziness if you ask me. So I'll take your bid in. I'll take your bid in, Joe. Which one do you want to start on? You want to start on the Lightning truck, or do we want to start on the Camaro? And we'll get a couple other guys to come in and see who else comes in, and we'll ask them the same questions. On the screen is the build, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it down here so you can see it. This is the final 100% done, including steps of what I ended up with the Smash Up. I did go ahead, since I last did anything on this on live, I went ahead and put the lights on, the horns on. I decaled it up. I put the steps on down here. As you can see, I made extender brackets come down just below the driver door. Also, I put the little star on the hood, on the grill, on the front grill, just for a little fun keeping. Let's see what else I did. The bumper got put on and it was all finished up, as well as the license plates. I kind of modernized it because I know these guys didn't have radios, but I put a radio antenna on it and lights on it, as you can see, just for the fun of it. And I went ahead and painted the, and I found, if I can find it again, I threw it over here somewhere. I found the shotgun I couldn't find, but I did the helmets, I did the nightstick, and I did the flashlight, I did all this stuff, and the megacone, or whatever they want to call that. I also hooked up the front end steering. I kind of did a different way about it. I went ahead and used a chrome steering rod that I had as spare, and made it, just to where it looked perfectly fine right up into the cab. So I also had to redo the undercarriage here, because it came loose a bit, so I redid that. I have a V8 sticker here, decal here on the air ram, and a genuine Ford on there. Let's see, what else do we have that I put on this? Oh, I could keep on trucking on the back here. So just for fun. So you want to do the lightning? Okay, cool, because I've already got the Camaro out there anyways, and I just did an unboxing of that last week. So we'll put that to the side. And we'll see what we do here. But that's it. There's the build. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it up here in case anybody asks for it. At least we got it right there. And I went a little crazy, I know. But I lined up the decals with the engine red to make it look like, you know, at least everything lined up like it looked like it was supposed to be. I'm not quite so sure where these flames came from. I got them from Sam Stokes. And a bunch of other decals that I had. I've been using them slowly. Oh, I also put on these side wing vent windows here, as you see, both of those. Those got put on, as well as what else did I do? I'm trying to cover all bases that weren't covered in Friday's video. But over the weekend, I went ahead and finished her up. Oh, I went ahead and put the front bracket and the front license plate on as well. I didn't put any decals on them, but that's where we went with this. And I think it looks pretty. I think it looks pretty. What somebody say? It was. Yeah, I thought the flames on the yellow would look pretty good, and I just figured it would just kind of pop out, especially where, you know, where they're kind of looking like that. I wish I could have went around front and literally made them look like they were coming off the engine, but they're not. And like I said, it looked like it fit perfectly with the line and how far it was going back, like right up over the wheel and onto the back door. I thought it looked pretty cool. I really did. I thought it was a great matchup. I had so many different ones to choose from. I have several from the MPC Trick Trike series, several different types of flames I could have used and several different iron crosses, but I decided, nah, let's go with a police theme. So we went with a hot rod police car. So there's my mashup. I don't think I've mashed up any more than that one in anything that I've built. Everything is pretty much what came with the box. I'm trying to look up to see if I see anything. I have nothing that I can physically say that I mashed up on anything. This is my first mashup. Notice I say smash up. I really don't like bash. I don't like bashing people. I don't like bashing, you know, others, kits, anything like that. I'd rather smash them together. I use a little bit of champion thing too. I'm thinking about putting a couple more racing decals somewhere, you know, just to kind of set it off as it's just a show car or whatever. But that's about it. I'm gonna hit this like, subscribe, share, and follow thing now, guys. Hit that notification button so you know when I'm doing these lives or when I do unboxings or videos on YouTube, or if I pop out some TikTok videos on the YouTube or something. Again, we're on 6 different platforms. The newest one is Slide, SLYDE. Someone is calling in. Who is that? I have no idea. Utah. Let's see what this is all about. Hello.
Hi, this is Martin with Save Today. I'm calling because you may qualify to make up to $2,670 per month from the disability benefits that you deserve.
I love them calls. Yeah, that's what Dave was saying. He does that a lot too. So I figured, you know, hey, it's actually my really first one, but I think it turned out pretty cool. It's kind of a, you know, a hot rod mashed potato thing, I guess you would call it. But it came out pretty cool, and that left me with a 1927 body, man. I'm into that. I can figure out something to do with that now. Figure out a tub that'll fit on it. Now I can make another little car out of that. Shoot, doesn't have to be that tub. I'll find something that'll fit sooner or later. So, I'm excited about kit bashing now there, man. I think I created a monster. I liked it. All right, so we're going to go. I did an unboxing here on YouTube. Hi, good morning, Zeuser. Oops, I dropped my phone. Good morning, Zeuser. I didn't block you. See, I left you a little hole. If you come forward a little bit more. There you go. There's my Zeus. So, yes, good morning. Okay, go lay down. Go on. Go watch TV or something. All right, so I'm just going to kind of like start pulling parts out because I'm pretty sure the engine. I left the bottom of the Lightning black. I figured it ain't going to hurt nothing. Depending on what I do to the engine, I guess it would matter. The engine they have in here is kind of it looks kind of like an aluminum color. That's what they have on the box, just kind of an aluminum looking crap. Their aluminum crap they started doing. Alright, some great rubber wheels, the real rubber wheels. And do they say anything? I thought somebody said they said Goodyear. No, they don't say anything. Nope, just straight rubber wheels. They don't say nothing. So let's see what else we got. And there should be some decals in here, somebody said as well. As I said, I always keep the prices that I paid for it in the box, as well as any decals that came on the outside. So, alright, we got everything out now. I'm going to put the Sears back, and I'm going to put the tub back, and I'm going to put the front end, or the firewall back. Let's see what else we got there. That's interior and rear end. I know they're going to start with the engine, so I'm just looking for engine parts. Alright, there's a whole rail of engine stuff right there. And I see some more engine stuff here on this chrome rail, so we're going to leave those out. All right, put that over here for now. Good morning, Jeff. Glad to see you, sir. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. Yeah, they got the Lightning decals. Try to get a little closer. All this, the white ones say Lightning. This one says Ford Trucks. That says 1994 Ford Lightning. That's pretty cool. I like it's got the year on it. Then it's Lenny's Lightning Rods, custom pickup parts. So that's pretty cool too. And then the other ones just say Lightning, the blue ones and stuff. So we'll see what we're going to use on that. I'm going to have to use the white ones no matter what, because the blue's probably not going to show up on the blue back of the, on the blue side of the truck. Although it might. It just might. I'm not touching it because I just did it this weekend. So, but I don't know. It might stand out with the white behind it. All right. So let's see what we got here. Go lay down, sweetie. All right, put stuff away. How are you this morning, Mr. Jeff? Did you get some good rest this weekend? Prayers to your sister-in-law, my friend. Definitely, guys. We need to pray for his sister-in-law. I hope she's doing better. Or at least you guys know exactly what's going on at this point, so you know that she can get better. We don't really need this box because I've got it here. Let me see if I can remove these two now, because this is the one we're not doing. Let's see what they say about that. See what they say about that. Let's remove the Camaro. You guys is going to remove for you guys too eventually? Or is it only removing from me? Because I know the other car moved. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay, guys, we're getting rid of the Camaro. And then we'll just have the... Oop, wrong one. There we go. All right, now we'll just have the Ford truck up there. Give it a second, it'll clear your screen. There you go. All right, everything's cleared on you guys' screen too. Love it. Learned that this weekend, man. That I could, I read that I could literally remove and add stuff as you guys are here. So if you guys want to see something, I can probably go grab the picture and pop that sucker into place. Haven't done it yet, but I'm going to try. All right, so let's see if they're actually going to start me on the engine or somewhere else, if I'm just losing my mind. These instructions are a little bit different. There's no real numbers on them. It's just the names and what they are. I noticed that when I opened it up. Okay, here we go. So there's really nowhere that shows me that it's number 1, I guess. Well, I guess I could consider I guess I can start anywhere I want because there's no numbers on it. I don't recommend you do that on any build. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the engine. Let me go ahead, because this whole thing right here is all engine. They like break it up into individual 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have subassembly A, B, C, D, and E, guys. And are you ready for this one? I did not see a number chart. Yes, I know it's on the back of the box, but these guys might get smart and start putting them on the inside. They do have decal placement and stuff, though, painting and decal application. So, but we're going to start on the Enginola, like they're saying. So I'm going to pull all that apart. Get my trusty cutting board here. I meant to go to Hobby Lobby this weekend. Okay, so we're working on the AMT 1994 Ford F150 SVT Latin. I painted it blue because I really liked that blue. It really came out good. It really did. So, all right. And I did the dashboard blue on that as well, I think. I think I did. Don't hold me to that, gentlemen. All right, so I know this is going to be, we're going to do the engine. We're going to do this just how they're doing it right here. Step by step, which is the best way to go, I'm sure everybody's thinking. I'm in a weird mood today, guys. Sorry. Anybody else in a weird mood? Wake up in a weird mood? Well, I woke up to really cool weather outside and no humidity, guys. None. I mean, it was gorgeous outside this morning. Go check out my video that I did on TikTok, man, for my good morning thing over there. I do a Joe from sunny South Florida. They're like every day, every few days, whatever. So you guys got to go check that out, man. It's pretty cool. 37. Okay, believe it or not, these sprue numbers are actually on this, which is flippin' amazing. 57 is what I'm looking for. So, time for the old man I know what it looks like where it's at, but that doesn't mean that's where it's at. And there is 57 right there. Just what I thought. Okay, that's 57. Okay, so we're going to need ports 51. Okay. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Right? Correct. 49 through 50, no, 47 through 52. 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, and 52. Correct. So that's where you get these from. So now I got to pull these off as well. And I do have kind of a metallic silver that when you brush over it, after I put it on, it does kind of come out like a metal steely kind of look. So maybe I'll do the engine in that and see how that looks. What is up with you today, booger butt? That butterfly scared you that bad outside when you were going potty? Really? You're still bothering with that? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, kiddo. All right, you got to back up. Back up. Back up. You listen as good as anybody else that I know. Back up. Thank you, baby. All right, so we got that out. So let's clean it up. All right. All right. Oh, for those of you who missed it, I do have the Camaro painted up and ready to do for the next build. So that'll be the next build. It'll be the AMT 2006 Concept Camaro. Thank you, Dave Mopar Winner, for that kit, buddy. And that will be also built here. I'm just going to kind of clean the edges up here, guys. And we'll get to building. And you can see on your screen, I went a little crazy with the hot rod modifications over here in decals. But I think it looks kind of nice for my first bash up. I mean, I've swapped engines and stuff out, guys, but I've never really done a bash up like I did because the whole front end is from the Tony kit. The whole engine's from the Tony kit. And that's it, front end. Basically the whole front cap except for the chassis and the radiator. Everything came off of the Tony. Yep. So it's kind of the way I wanted it to go. I didn't like the way they were. And my wife is kind of annoyed at me. She wanted a older car. I told her it is still an older car. It's just a hot rod older car. I don't know. And I couldn't do box art. You know, that's my biggest thing. See, box art was what I was supposed to be doing the 1927 with. But you know, guys, I don't know if box art is all what it's cracked up to be. I mean, I found a group that, you know, it's only box art that they do. I mean, it's box art and nothing more or something it's called. I forget what it's called. But my goodness, that's boring. It gives you no challenge, man. And we all know I'm a challenging kind of guy. So as far as I see, there's not a whole lot of flash on this kit. I think I said that in my unboxing of it, which is out on YouTube. Well, I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out, saying hi. I know it's Mondays, and Mondays are rough for me, so I'm sure they're rough for you guys as well. Alright, so I got that cleaned up a little bit there. Alright, like I said, I'm just trying to clean up the parts as I go along here, and then we'll put it together. I'm not quite ready this morning, guys, just so you know. Nothing new there, Paul would say. And Paul is feeling much better. I'm not sure if he went in today or not. I'm thinking he did. He did give me thumbs up this morning when I asked him how he was doing. So I'm not sure if that means he's thumbs up in bed and doing okay, or thumbs up and he's on his way to was out at work already. He'll text me or call me later. That looks like it's part of the engine. I'm just going to check to make sure I'm not missing anything. And that is not part of the engine. Let's clear that up. Well, that's basically, well, this is Krylon metallic silver that I separated, and now when you're not using it as a spray, I guess something happens with the air, and I can make it look pretty dang close to metal, man. I mean, that's what a lot of this stuff is here on the engine and stuff. It came pretty close. So that's probably what I'm going to use on this engine here, just to get it as close as possible to what the box engine is. God only knows I'll go further down the road here and end up doing something else. You watch. We'll make this whole big old gigantic plan one day, and then the next day, I'll change it all up overnight. I have some stupid dream or something. Well, that was a dumb dream, but it was pretty cool. I don't remember if it was a dream or just something that came up in my head when I was sitting around watching TV. But I was like, I wonder what that would look like. And I literally was just thinking about putting the Tony Nancy engine in, and that was it, you know, and trying to figure out a way to run the pipes underneath the wheel wells and everything. But then all of a sudden it struck me that, no, that looks pretty dang cool. It's a hot rod. And I don't have one of them. Got a dragster now. Now I got a hot rod. You need to make me a hot rod truck. You need to make me a rat rod. That's what I need to make me. Get me into doing weathering and stuff. Alright, so it looks like it's going to go together pretty snazzy. That's got a bit of a gap in it, so this may take a little longer because I may have to put some putty in that one. I don't like that gap. But it is sitting correctly everywhere else. So, alright, so we got that ready. Let me go ahead and grab my glue. Right. I'm not going to get that glue yet. I'm running out of glue, guys. Guess it's time for me to go get some more glue. Alright, so we can do this together. We're going to glue number 47 and 48 together. Anybody else building, or is it just me? I didn't really tag anybody this morning. I told, you know, those who asked if the show was on this morning, but I didn't really tag. I figured you guys would figure it out by looking at Facebook. You know, using this toothpick trick here, there's a real trick to that. You know that, right? I mean, getting just enough glue on there, not to make it go all over the place, but at the same time, getting enough on there to hold it together. Somebody told me this was easier. I'm not quite so sure about that, especially when you're doing parts that you're still going to paint. You can always sand them down and fix them up. You guys hearing me okay, by the way? Not sure if everything's being picked up. I am planning on getting a new headset and microphone here real near in the near future, so things will get better. But I think I got the camera and the mic on the camera facing in the right direction. All right. There is I'm really not liking that. Oh, the gap closed a little bit. There's a little bit of a loose fitting on the engine block with the pins. I don't know what that means, but there is. Alright, so then we're going to do, 47, 48, we're going to do 49 and 50. What is that? 49 is the oil pan. Oil pan is one I did not clean up yet. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use the aluminum on that tonight, so that tomorrow we can finish it up. I'll get all the white parts on again, but I will not put any of the chrome parts on until we paint it. I'm not quite so sure there's going to be a lot of chrome parts, because on the engine, it shows them all chrome, but it's more of a metal chrome, not really a chrome. I guess I don't know if that sounds right or not. Alright, so that's in place. We get that there. Okay, same thing, a little bit of glue. Like I said, before I'm done with this, doing any painting on it, I'll go around it and see if there's anything I can do to make it close better. I think this is going to help here, because it's got two pins together here that are going to slide together when I put the engine on. Anybody else built this kit yet? I'm sure all of you guys have. Should I say both of you guys? Give a shout out to my Model Asylum guys. I put a new menu out. If you're at the Model Asylum, go check it out. I also put a small funny disclaimer at the bottom for Facebook, because they put us on post approval and they didn't give me a reason why or an idea of who or what, where, when, or anything. So I decided to make a little funny disclaimer at the bottom. Guys, go check it out if you're on the Model Asylum. If you're not on the Model Asylum, where the hell are you? Oh, cool. I will watch what I say then. Hi, granddaughter. Get to spend time with the granddaughter. That's a good thing, man. I mean, not the right reasoning, you know, with your daughter-in-law, but or your sister-in-law. I'm sorry, but you get to spend time with your granddaughter, man. That's a great thing. Nope, I don't have any grandkids. Don't ask. Not as of yet. And at the rate my boys are going, I'm not quite so sure I ever will. Which is okay with me and my wife. Now, we want to retire up now. You know, we're trying our best in the next couple of years to get out of Dodge. Got told by my wife I need to stop saying 1 year because it's more like 19 months, 18 months or something. So it's 2 years. I'll start using the 2 year thing. All right, so water pump on now. That's good. I am going to go ahead and, because I want these to stick really good, I'm going to go ahead and just put the glue on there and then just move it around a little bit. All right. Come on, little lid. Now that makes it easier. Not quite as messy and bulky. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that idea. Haha. Somebody could have told me that already. That's how easy it works. All right. Let's see. We got to do the engine this way, and number 52 goes this way. It's really, they go on either side, guys, because they're identical. And the actual lines on the engine themselves are identical as well. Alright, so there we go. There's the heads to the engine block and the water pump to the engine block. The only thing I have left over here is I think that's the oil filter. And it goes, there's a spot right there. And there's got to be a hole. Yep. Did I clean that up? Oh, alright. Oh, well, that's even more fun. The easier ones. Just wait till she's 16 and starts yelling, Grandpa. Then you're in trouble. Nah, I'm hoping my kids have kids. At least they can get the same thing they gave us. Being a pain in the arse. But we love them, we know that. Don't know what we would do without our boys. Alright, so step A complete, guys. Now they're jumping right over to step B, which is number 50. Oh my goodness, here we go with the magnifying glass, guys. Sorry. Okay, so now we're using, now they want us to find, which is going to be, yeah, that's going to be chrome, that's not. The harmonic balancer, the starter number 58, valve cover 52 and 54, so I'm not going to be doing that. And so basically I'm just going to be putting on right now is the starter and the harmonic balancer, which they say the starter's gloss back, and so is the harmonic balancer. So maybe we should stop right here, because they're saying this one here is, they didn't say what color on this. You know, that's, oh, gloss white. Oil filters gloss white. Note, use the intake manifold C assembly D to align the cylinder heads during assembly. Duh! Guess that means I need to pull that off, huh? Cylinder head, cylinder head, cylinder head. There it is. We got that right there. Okay. Alright, so they're telling me to use this to align it. So basically you put it right into shape, space. There's a little notch in it, and you line them up right to it, evidently. Oh, looks like it lined up pretty good to me, guys. What do you think? Alright. So that's good. So now we got to put that off to the side. Let me get this car out of the way before I wreck it. Alright, up on the filter shelf. Here we go. We're back at it. Alright, so this one is going to be the chrome parts they want me to take off, which I'm not going to take off. I'm going to find the harmonic balancer, though. That I am going to find. And it is number 60, I think it says. Yeah, 60. So the harmonic balancer and the starter are the two things I need to find. I think I saw it over here. That looks like a car phone. That looks like the starter. Number 60. Not on that side. Not on that side. Okay, well, just so you know, you're really, I don't know, she got some really dang good eyes. That's not number 60. There it is. There's the harmonic balancer, which is number 60 right there. And number 58 is going to be right there. Geez, guys, you really got to look at these numbers really close, because they are not seen very easily. You're like one off. I'm telling you, that's the starter. It looks just like the starter. So I've done enough of cars and trucks to know it's a starter. They give you chrome head, valve covers, as well as extra parts, white covers. So, and your fuel tank's in 2 parts here. There's your radiator and your fan, which is in 1 part. Oh, that's very nice. They give you a radiator overflow and a battery. Check that out. That's pretty cool. Little radiator overflow. That's a cell phone. There's your fan blade. There's your belts. There's your exhaust heads. There's your brake. That's a brake cylinder right there. And your pipes and everything. So that's all on this one. And then over here are the chrome ones that you put on, the chrome stuff that you put on all around. There are 2 different heads. I just put one as you, or 2 intakes. So down here where it says use the intake manifold to see, because there's 2 of them. There's this one, and then there's this one here as well. So there are 2 intake manifolds, guys. So watch out for that. Which one you use on what intake system you use. Oh look, the rotor cap came off. Rotor cap came off. Gotta put that to the side. That's what that is, right? Distributor. Yep, just like I said, distributor, not rotor. Alright, so it looks like everything there looks pretty solid. The hole is still straight. It's giving me a problem a second ago. Wasn't wondering that. There we go. Alright, so the harmonic balancer goes right down in that hole that I just straightened out to make sure it goes. And it's white, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on as well. Wow. That's a lot of grandkids, brother. Well, like I said, eventually I want grandkids. I want to be able to get us settled into where we want to go in the mountains, and then bring them on. But right now, no. I don't think my boys are ready for that. Number one of them's only 22. The other one's 30, and he's kind of, on the fence about marriage and kids, but he's not. But he works his butt off too. He did 46 hours or something. Or 56 hours or some crap like that this week. So I know he's been working his tail to the bone. Alright, there's a little hole for the starter, so I'm just going to drop a little glue in the hole itself. That didn't do anything. Get the excess off. There we go. Alright, starter goes in with the head up. Like so. There it is. So if that's where it goes, just go right in the hole. There we go. And it should line right up with the back casing, but it's not. That kind of bothers me, guys. It's not lining up by where the hole is. It's supposed to be lining it up. So what am I going to do there? I am going to sand the bottom of the crap out of this so it lines up better. Probably just flash. I can't see with my bad eyes. Let's see if that goes on. Luckily, I only used a tiny bit of. Oh yeah, that's better. Not perfect yet. Actually, that's pretty good. That went right on the line there now. All right, and we'll find out in a little bit if there's enough glue on that hole. If not, we'll put some more in it. Okay. So we have the harmonica balancer on now and the starter on as well. So we know the engine goes to be the oil filter's got to stay gloss white. So we're going to leave that gloss white. It does not tell you what color to paint the water pump. It does not tell you what color to paint the halves. Oh wait, here, note, paint all non-plated engine parts aluminum unless stated otherwise. There we go. So aluminum. So we got that there now. Alright, so we're down to here. The only thing I didn't do on this one was these valve covers. I need to paint all this stuff, so let me go ahead and get that started. So let's see, flat black, the pulleys are gloss black, gloss black. I'm just going to do all flat black. That's plated, that's plated, that's plated. Okay, and it says black pulleys, flat black. And our belts are flat black and pulleys are gloss black. But you guys know me, I'm probably going to do chrome pulleys and black belts. So that's the way that's going to go. So excuse me for 1 second while I grab I love my acrylic black because it does such a great job. So we'll start with that and play around with that for a little bit this morning. Just so we have that, because I don't want to start putting anything else on the engine until I paint that. Okay. I'm sure you're not, but kids grow up and they want to make their own thing. And they get married and they have children, and kind of like my parents, knew that when I was young, I got out of my house. Though I was 16 when I left my house the first time. Notice I said the first time because my parents, I had a couple of bad relationships before I met my current wife 35 years ago. 38 years ago. Actually, we've been married 35. I just made a total mess because I'm talking and not paying attention to my paint. But I mean, kids, it's like any kid. I have family members, brothers and sisters that moved north. Said they'd never leave Fort Lauderdale. They moved north into North Florida. But all my kin is out of the state except for my sister and my current wife and sons. Everybody else, all the rest of my family is up North Florida or out of state. So all my kin, my older kin, that I used to hang with when I was a kid, one of them's in North Florida, and the rest of them are out of state. My cousin Burnett Smith is here. He's on the group. He's up northwest. He's out in the northwest. He came out of Lauderdale. So, all right. I am just going to go ahead and just kind of try to do the blades. And it says that the fan blade is black as well, so I'm going to go ahead and paint that black. So this stuff will be dry and ready to use and just touched up. Hey Joseph, if this kit doesn't go together good, it's all your fault, man. You chose it. I'm just joking, brother. It just more than likely means that I wasn't following and watching what I was doing. Or the kit actually sucked, but I'm a big time Ford guy, so I get it going. And I'm really loving the blue. Like I said, the blue is awesome. It's called Patriotic Blue, which is pretty dang cool. I might go with I did white stripes on the 60s Chevy, so I probably won't do white stripes, but I'm gonna do some kind of pinstriping on it. Figure something out. We'll see. Maybe we'll use the lightning ones. Maybe we won't. So after these two builds, I'm going to be revisiting the Freightliner camper. Anybody who's interested in watching and checking out that. That's a smash up scratch build if you want to of sorts if you want to go there. So I'm making a huge Freightliner camper with a big box on the back. It's a camper. My wife requested, so I'm gonna try to get back into that for a little while, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, I'm just kind of trying to make the belts, and then I'll come back in and touch it up with water and get the... There we go. I want to be able to see the belts, but then I want to be able to see the pulleys down on them. Maybe I'll just use silver on the pulleys instead of... Because they wanted it black and gloss black. I don't think that looks good. The pulleys should stand out. Alright, so I got the belts done. I'll touch up the pulleys and stuff with water first, clean them up, and then I'll come back in and I'll revisit and hit them again. Make sure we can Got everything covered. Alright, so basically there's your belt. I did your belt and your fan. So now you can't see it real well, but I've still got the pulleys to do. What else did they say was black? I want to go through this a little bit here and see what they're saying. Okay, that's steel. That's steel. And then the rest is steel. Okay. That is plated. Distributor cap is supposed to be gloss black, so we're going to take the distributor cap and put it on my little tweezers here at the end where it's going to do that. I'm just going to knock this out real quick as well. Whoa. Well, really works for me. There we go. Maybe squeeze. Okay, a little closer is what I need to do. Get back up here. There we go. Alright, so distributor cap is coming off into my fingers right as we speak. Alright, so distributor cap is black like they requested. Maybe I should go ahead and shake up the silver chrome or whatever the heck I'm going to do and just start doing it. Alright, so I'm going to put that over there for now and get the, where's my water thing? Alright. Alright, Joseph. Appreciate it, brother. Be safe, man, wherever you're doing. Hang on one second. I'll be right back, too. I got to get some water, guys. My fingers are all done up. Alright. We're back. It only took me a second. And you guys got to see my old man glasses. Somebody asked me the other day, why don't I show my face on my lives? Well, you guys didn't come to see my face. You guys come to see my builds, and come to watch builds, or come to hang out and build. So putting it on my face does not do any justice to you guys doing a build, or seeing me get all gooey. Besides, you guys see my face enough. There's videos out there with me and Paul. I don't need to be on the screen. Alright, so I'm just kind of cleaning up before the glue gets too dry and I can't get it off. I'm just kind of rubbing it off and cleaning it up. Like that. Right there, too dry from last night. Alright. Okay, so, if we're going to do that, I'm going to go ahead and paint that. I am going to go ahead and shake this up and do a little bit of painting here, guys, on the engine. Let me get the engine put on a stick so I can paint it. I guess I'll put it on an alligator clip and just touch up the bottom when we're done. There it is. I want that one. The yellow one. Oops, which we used. Okay, so I'm going to close that under that like that, or should we do it like this? No, it's a little too loose, so we're going to do it like this. We should do it like that. I think that ought to do okay. Alright, so we got it on a clip now. Alright, so I'm going to put this stuff to the side over here. Get it locked away, and start shaking the glue and paint. Get my little brush that I want to use. Is this one? No. Yes, I can use that. Alright. Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. Believe it or not, I put it on my green IH, is what I did my transport. You talking about the 6-car transporter, the recently released? I put mine on my IH, the 4300 Eagle. It came out really nice. It really looks good. It's a great build. Watch the hydraulic lines, bro. You definitely want to. The way they did it was they left the lines kind of dangling around. I drilled holes in the chassis cross members. And ran the lines through that, so it gave them more of a formed fit. So watch out for that. That's all I can think of. Also, they have you, when they do that, they have you basically build the inside and outside car racks and then flip it over to do all the lines. I recommend you work on it a different way. Maybe you want to do the lines a little bit as you go if you can. At least run them on base under the bottom, and then flip it over and put the top racks on. That's what I recommend. And just leave them dangling out if that's what you have to do. But yeah, I don't recommend you try to do it with it up underneath, when it's built, because every time you flip it over, the two racks that are supposed to open flip open, and you take a chance on damaging them, and if they hit the thing, it was a pain in the rump. So the next one I build is going to be a little different. It won't be like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do something I probably shouldn't do, but I'm going to go ahead and pull the oil filter off that I just put on a few minutes ago. Yeah, there we go. A little twist and it came right off. Okay. Do a little bit of sanding in here for this. I didn't do much glue. It was just very little, so it came off real easy and clean. It's really clean. It's cleaner than I thought it would be. All right, so here we go. We are going to do what I would call my steel look. I don't know if you guys would call it that, but that's the closest I get to steel. As close as I've got to steel is this paint right here. So, only thing I pray to is that I don't spill the dang thing. I am shaking again today. Did I get anything on it? Yep, okay. All right. And it's thinned out too, so I thinned it out. I think that'll be okay. I really do. I think that'll be okay. Like I said, it's supposed to be like a metallic chrome, but I thinned it out with some thinner, and I think I took a lot of the chrome, or a lot of the metallic, away from it by doing that. So, as you see, it like pours down into the pores. It doesn't take much. I've got one brush so far on here, and it's already got almost the whole transmission covered. So, it is definitely thinned out. I definitely did that. I'm correct. Because I really wanted it to be like, for like an engine or transmission heads, that kind of stuff. And it is a enamel, so it is drying fairly quickly because it's so thin. But as you see, it's boom, transmission's already done. So I think that'll do good. And I do. I see a little bit in here I missed, so I'm just going to kind of poke it around, move it around. Okay, so that's pretty good. It came out pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And I'll come back in and do the starter black like it asked to. I ran out of gloss black, so I really don't have any gloss black. So it's all just going to have to be matte black or flat black. That's all I got. So. Oh, I finally decided to bite the bullet, and I have it in my cart at Amazon, a clear coat. I have two actually. I have an enamel one and one that's for not acrylic, but oh Lord, my goodness gracious, have mercy right now, lacquer. So I have one of each in my thing. So does anybody want to give me any suggestions on what to stay away from? Which ones not to use? What to mix it with? What not to cover it with? I know I do decals before I clear it, because that's the thing. I know I can paint it and then clear it, and then do decals and slightly clear it again. I think that's the way it works. I think I've seen others say that on the group. So again, I'm only touching the tip to the paint. I'm just letting it pull just a little bit in, because I don't want to put too much on here and have it run everywhere, because it is kind of. But again, here we go. I'm trying to go as close to box art is blown because I went with the blue instead of the black. But I also realized that I could call it blue lightning because I have a brand new sheet of lightning bolts from the Lightning Express KW build that I didn't use. I have a brand new one, never been used, which means I can use all that lightning decals on this. So I'm thinking about calling it blue lightning for the build. That was kind of what came up into my head, and use the white lightning on that dark blue, which should look pretty dang sweet. Alright guys, I think the engine needs setting. Yep. Alright, so now that it's tacky back here, the way I noticed that I can make it look more metally is just to take the tip of my brush that I've been brushing with and just kind of touch the metal, or touch where I want it to look different than the other one, the other size, or the other area. So I'm kind of like bumping it up, and it really does look like it's painted steel. To me, anyways. I mean, it does tend to take a difference. You guys probably can't see it in the camera, but there's a difference now in the tint between this one and the one that I got on the rest of the engine block. But that's it. It's all painted up. She's ready to roll. Oop, I see a spot I missed. Little tiny dab. And we're ready to rock and roll when this dries. So tomorrow we will finish up. This one I'm going to build here online. All of it all the way. I won't do anything on the background. I do wish to go through my get that real thin in there. I do want to get into my fire truck and check out what I need for paints and stuff for that. So I'll probably be doing that here online too as well. Just checking that out and getting it in. Yes, I've heard it makes them wrinkle. You use automotive two-part clear. Never thought about that. I really did. I never thought about that, doing that. Yeah, I heard you do it in light coats. Because if you do it in too thick of coats, it will do the crackle thing. So I do know that. And what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take like a piece of cardboard and spray the cardboard first. Let it dry fully, 100%. And then maybe take some old decals and throw them on it. And then I'm going to practice on that piece of wood. Or that piece of cardboard. Just for something to practice on. I also want to see if I can pull it out of the spray can and pull it into one of my containers so that I can thin it out so that I can brush it on if I need to for anything. But I want it really thin. I was told really thin is better for thin coats than thick coats, so I know that. I remember that. So, all right. So what else are we on? So we can't really do nothing else with the engine right now because of what I just did, but that's okay because I wanted it to be fairly right, even if the body's not. So what they're going to make us do tomorrow. And this week should be fine doing all week long. If anything comes up, I'll give you guys a couple of days notice, or at least I hope. Yeah, so we're getting into the tires and then the interior. I'm trying to see if they tell me what color the interior is. Interior pan. No, paint the interior charcoal gray. The gauges have white lettering on the black face with orange needles. Okay, black face with orange needles, and they want it to be charcoal gray. I have regular gray. What do I do? Just put black into it to make it charcoal gray? Is that what I would do? Yeah, I have regular gray. Do I make it charcoal gray? Hold on. I have metallic silver. No, not that. So all I have is regular gray. How would I just put some black into it to make it like a charcoal gray, to make it like a darker gray? Is that what it is? I think that's what I should do. Yeah. I get it. Thanks, Joseph. That's what I was thinking of doing. A couple of light coats and then kind of like kind of like what I would do with a paint job. A couple of light coats and then kind of fill everything in after that. It's basically the same thing. It's just clear, not painting. You're not putting a color down. You're just putting a clear coat down. So I got to kind of follow with that pattern too. I realize that. So, well, guys, we're about ready. I guess we can pull some of the parts off. I'm just a little bit afraid. I don't want to lose anything. I still have. Oh, there's the shotgun. I found the shotgun, guys. To the 1927 police car. My cat must have knocked it off. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, we got a lot of parts to put on chrome now. Definitely. Got intakes. I guess we can go ahead and put the wheels together. There's nothing special to them. It's just the backing and the pin. Really, that's all there is. Dull coat. Black. So he wants me to do semi-gloss black on the center grease cap. The wheel retainer and it says do not cement the wheel retainer to the wheel back. Silver is going to be the backs. So that means I need to get into the box and paint the back silver, right? Let's get that done. How about that? Now I saw them. There they are. There's all the stuff right there. We're going to do them black. And I see the spare tire in there needs to be painted black as well as the center cap. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the silver back out. Thought I had a different silver, but I don't think I do. So I'm going to go ahead and use, no, I'm going to use different silver. So I'm going to use my silver that's right here somewhere. There it is. I don't know how much is in there, if it's dried out or not. I haven't opened it so long. It's opening. There should be plenty in there, actually. Oh yeah, there's plenty in there to do the steps. Alright, so we need to get another brush. That one should do what I need. Alright. Let's see. I need to thin it out a little bit more, I think, guys. So these are supposed to be silver, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just so everybody knows, I shake up my paints and everything at least once a week. And then as I use them, I shake them up a little bit more. I have little pieces of ball bearings. Actually, what I have is fish anchors, a lead fish anchor inside each one of my bottles. That when I shake it up, it tells me if it's too thick by the sound of it, and I just add a little bit of thinner to it, and it seems to work pretty good for me so far. But we're doing the silver, just like they said. So now, just like I said, we'll have to stop here for the day and come back in tomorrow because I want all this to dry good. Yeah, that's going to come out really nice. Like I said, I do try to do box art, guys. You've seen me, you know I try. But it doesn't always work out. My wife thinks it's really funny that I can't do box art. That something always happens. She wasn't very happy that I turned the 1927 police car into a hot rod. She really wanted that 1927 police car. Told her to buy me another one. That's another way to get a kit. Your wife tells you to paint it one color, paint it a different color, she'll buy you another one. My kid came in last night, my oldest, and tells me that him and his buddies are trying to figure out what kit they want to buy me for me to build. I don't know. These kids these days. He needs to save his money. I told me to save his dang money. Not that I'm complaining about him giving me a present. I know this is just showing me he loves me. Wants to come in and feed into the adventure, so he speaks. But he really needs to be saving his money. But him and his friends are getting together. He was asking me questions last night before he left and was going to his friend's house for the night. Was asking me what kind of movies, TV, that kind of stuff that I watched. I told him just about anything from the 70s and 80s. Any new movies, Ghostbusters or Aliens or anything like that, I'd build. Even if it's just a figure. He says, "Oh, it doesn't." I said, "No, it doesn't have to be cars or trucks. You can bring me anything if that's what you want to do." He says he wanted to make sure he got something that I would build. I said, "I'll build anything, babe. You know me." All right, I think we are close to rocking and rolling with this. All right, guys. There's the. There we go. There's the. Now I'm going to do the retainer pins. I'm just going to do the backs of them and the sides of the button because I don't want to do the paint on the inside because then it's going to be all screwed up when I stick it in there and it won't move. Not that I ever make my wheels move anyways. Does anybody make their wheels roll? Do you when you build your models, do you make your wheels roll even if they were supposed to? I mean, even if they're supposed to, I can't do that. Mine have to be, as far as I'm concerned, mine have to be on the not movement shelf. God forbid that you bump the shelf and then they roll off. I don't really like that. I've got a couple of them that roll. I think a couple of my big rigs roll, but they're on the top shelf in the back, so they can't get. All right, almost there. I said I'm just kind of trying to just get the pins and the backing so they're done the color they said. All right, pins and backings are done. That's it. We did it. I did it. All right, so now I'm going to lean this up. Move the tires. And put that up there. Let it just dry like that. Right. See, the thing is, my cat doesn't get up on my stuff during the day. My cat freaking gets up all on my stuff at night, which really is a pain in my rump. Oh, look, I can do this while I'm here. I don't know if that's the right size brush to be doing this thing. Touch it up with a tiny brush. That came out pretty good, actually. I'm just kind of trying to use the paint that's on the brush. I don't want to really try to pull anything else out because I don't want to make it a sloppy mess. Yeah, that came out pretty good. Alright. I don't know how well you can see. There we go. That came out pretty good. I like it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the headers here, because I know that they're silver. It said steel, but I don't have steel, so I'm going to go ahead and do them silver. Close as possible to what they asked me for. And I haven't perfected my coloring skills yet to go create my own paints in colors that good. So I won't know the difference. My eyes won't see the difference between aluminum, steel, or anything of that nature. So I'm just kind of going with the flow, boys. Go with the flow. All right, headers are painted. That was black. Those are inlines. That is a phone, so I'm not gonna paint it right yet. Those were black. That's a fuel tank. I think I'm gonna paint the fuel tank too. Silver. I'm just trying to keep the clock going, guys, and keep you guys on. How about that? So I'm coming up with things to paint that I want. Because of the body, or the chassis being black, I figured a silver tank would look pretty cool. And then maybe I could run some brake lines or something that are silver. Kind of give it a little bit of accent. Besides, this gets me that much closer to getting it built. And yes, I know I still have to take it off and clean it, but this is also going to show me where the sprue is. Not the sprue, but the flash is. A lot easier. And I'm not your normal builder, everybody knows that. Me, I try to build them the way I like to build them. Well, I did something right, because I really think that police car came out pretty nice. I was worried at first that I wasn't going to make it look as good as it did, but it came out really nice. Alright, now these are two halves of the fuel tank, so I am stroking them to make them look a little beat up here. I don't want them to look perfect. They are underneath the truck. There we go. Alright, that's pretty good. I like that. I like that. I probably should have done it with some kind of a black, though, like an undercoating instead of a silver. But that's alright. Alright, so we got those done. We got the heads done. We got the... I still got a little bit more to do on the pulleys to get them right. But I want that to dry first, so we'll set that off to the side and let it dry first. Exhaust is going to be silver as well because it's going underneath the truck onto the black. So I'm just going to do. I'm not going to do the muffler itself, just the pipes. So they, and then I'll probably put black tips on it or something. Maybe even chrome out the tips. I don't know which way to go. Oh my. Tips are done. And tomorrow we'll finish off the engine and I'll get into the wheels and then we'll get into the interior painting and stuff like that. And then on Wednesday we'll put the interior together and probably the engine on the chassis along with the interior. So I'm hoping this build takes a little bit longer than a week to do at an hour a shot because I'm not going to be doing anything in the background. Sometimes when you guys come back, I'd say I'm going to do something, but this time during the week I'm not going to be doing anything in the background. It's going to be what it is. Right, I agree with you for sure. For sure, on that too. I agree with you on the custom part, and I agree with you on rolling them. I've had so many nightmares coming out here and bumping the shelf and realizing that just moved, and I didn't like that it moved. It should not have moved. No matter whose it is, it should not move. Dang it! All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. My couple of I love you guys, man. I appreciate you coming in, Joe, Jeff. Awesome. You guys are some of my biggest fans. I was expecting Rob to be in here. Hope he's okay and feeling well. If you guys check him out, I did check him out this morning. He said he was okay. He was going to try to check it in. Guess he couldn't make it, but that's fine. I appreciate you guys. I do. Keep an eye out for some post pics up there of this build as it comes up, because that's what I do for the guys who don't come in. Also, go check out the YouTube channel. I put out all of last week's videos as well as a couple other things. So go check that out. Tomorrow we will be doing the interior and the wheels. Is what we'll be doing next. You guys have a brilliant, beautiful day, guys. Oh, I wish, man. I wish I have had mine on a shelf right now above me, and I really wish I had some kind of a nice cabinet wall shelf that had glass on it or plexiglass on it or something to cover it up. I couldn't touch it, or people couldn't touch it and stuff. Or my cat couldn't get to it or whatever. So, but I'm out of here. Like, subscribe, share, follow, hit that notification so you know when I'm on again. I'll be back on in the morning at 10, guys. You guys have a beautiful day. Go check out Theme of the Day and post away, guys. I appreciate you coming in. Everybody have an amazing day. I appreciate it, Gutty. I really, really do. You guys have an awesome day, and I'm out of here, people. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Hey, like, subscribe, share, follow, hit that notification button so you know what I'm doing. We are on 6 different platforms. Go check it out. The bottom of the screen on one side is the AMT logo. The bottom of the screen on the other side is our last build. The one up top left is the current build we are working on now, which is the AMT Lightning F150 SVT pickup truck. Come out and check us out. Plastic Addictions Anonymous on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, excuse me, Slide, as well as Instagram. I'm out of here, guys.